Welcome to Dance Mogul TV. We are here live with
Baneful Brew.
That's great, guys. That is great. Welcome to our show. Can you please introduce yourselves to our audience?
Hi, I'm Kennedy.
I'm Will.
I'm Dylan.
And I'm Nathan.
And together you guys are
Baneful Brew.
Okay, that's great. Can you give us some background on how long you guys been dancing and how you guys came together?
So each of us, we've been dancing since we were really around and we met each other at different points in our lives, but we didn't really come until August of 2012, which was the inception of Baneful Brew. And since then, we've had weekly rehearsals, sometimes, rehearsals every day of the week going until 11 or 12 o'clock, depending on what crazy performance we have next. And so it's been a really, really fun experience with these guys.
Okay, that's great. And what's your name again?
Oh, I'm Kennedy.
And I see you with your hat on.
Oh, Will.
Okay.
Hi,
And
I'm Dylan.
what's your name again?
I'm Dylan.
Dylan. And finally?
And Nathan Sanchez.
Okay, it's nice to meet you guys. My name's Basil, and I'm your interviewer. I'm the founder of Mogul Magazine, and just to give you a brief background, the reason why we came up with Mogul Magazine is so that we can give dancers such as yourself an opportunity to have a voice, to be able to promote yourselves and talk about the work that you're doing and your love and passion for dance. That's just the short version. Can you guys tell me some of the favorite shows that you guys have done?
Well, our first show that we did was Juice 2012. That was our first performance, so it was very memorable. And we are actually missing one of our guys right now. His name is Chris
Wagner.
So he does live in San Diego, but he will be here.
He's with us in spirit.
Okay, that's great. And how long have you guys been dancing together as a group, exactly?
We've been dancing together as a group since August of 2012.
Okay. And what goes into your training as far as your rehearsals and so on?
So right now we have rehearsal every Thursday, every week generally. And then when we have a performance going on, we're choreographed by Pizarro, and he really works us, and then he pushes us to our limits. And not only do we learn modern dance, but we learn like the type of old school hip hop that Elm lets us like learn, because he also founded Baneful Brew in its younger years. So yeah, we're really pushed hard by Elm Pizarro and also by two guys, Mario and Victor, and yeah, they do a lot for us, and then they choreograph all our dances, and then we get all our training from them.
Okay. If you gentlemen can tell me individually, when did you develop a love and a passion to even want to start to dance individually, if you can answer that?
Well, actually, I didn't want to dance at first. My parents just put me in when I was 5. But then in the ensuing years, I began to grow and love dance. And then when I was about 10, I discovered hip hop. And then from there, I slowly made the transition from studio to hip hop dance, because I absolutely loved hip hop dance. I just wanted more and more and more of it.
Okay.
Well, when I was about 3, I used to watch my sister. She used to be a studio dancer, so I used to watch her on stage, like every performance she went to. Always supported her on that. And then I always danced like on the sidelines. And I told my grandma, I was like, one day I want to be on stage like that. And when I went on it was really fun. And then I discovered hip hop when I was about 5. So I've been doing hip hop for about at least a long time.
Okay.
I started when I was 4 years old. I used to listen to music a lot, and like every song, like country, I would like do like a country dance or something, or like hip hop, I would do hip hop. And like my parents' friend said that they should take me to dance class, and they were first like I don't know, but they took me, and then I started liking it, and I started hip hop when I was 4.
Okay.
And then, okay, so I started dance. Well, actually, my sister was enrolled in this dance studio first, and then my mom kind of forced me into it, kind of like, yeah, she forced me into dance, and I remember that my first class was horrible. Like, I thought, like, oh, I hated dancing, it's so stupid. But then, I wanted to quit dancing after the first class, but my mom kind of like kept pushing me into it, and then gradually, I like found it as a way to express myself and as a way of escape by through movement, and I thought it was really cool, and I loved hip hop after a while, and that's kind of like what I started with, and then I started to like move into other styles at my studio, and then now I'm with Cruz, and I love it so much.
Okay. Who were some of you guys' inspiration as far as dance goes, and why? Why did you like them?
For me, it was this one dancer at my old studio called Nathan Jusoris, and he was a huge inspiration because he could do like any style of dance. He could do studio dance really well. He could turn for days. He could do contemporary extremely well. He could do hip hop every well. That's who I really looked up to. Like, I wanted to be a lot like him, be able to be a jack of all trades, but he was also like a master of them, which was one of my biggest like, whoa, that guy's really, really good. So since then, I've always strived to like be at least good in all areas.
Okay.
I would have to say Michael Jackson because he was probably one of the best entertainers in the world. And like just as being young, watching him move on TV was also a really big moment for me.
Okay.
Like watching him on YouTube, his own dance styles. So, yes.
My inspiration was Chris Brown because he was a good singer, but also he was a dancer at first. So he used dancing in his music videos, and then like I would know some people in their music videos, and I'd be like, oh, who's that? And so I would watch Chris Brown, and I would love his music. And then my other inspirations are, my friends. They inspire me every day.
That's nice.
And then I don't really have like one person that inspires me. A whole bunch of people inspire me, and it would like take years for me to name everyone. But I would say just like all the older ones at my studio, and all the old dancers with the community I'm with now, because a lot of them are so humble, and then they like sharing all of their knowledge about dance, and I think that's so cool. And I just want to be just like them, not only like in their skill, but in the character traits that they develop. And I think that's so cool how they're very humble and very good simultaneously, and it's really great. So I want to be like them. I'm older.
Okay, now here's a thought. If you guys had all the money in the world, what would you use the money for to improve dance?
Do you want me?
Yeah, just go.
If we had the money, I would help our studio where we train at, called Boogie Zone Utopia in Torrance, because it's not really well known, and I want it to be bigger, so everyone can take classes, and it's really cheap here. And then I love taking classes here. The teachers are always nice. Everyone's so helpful and supportive, so I would help our studio.
Okay, that's good. Good answer, guys. Let's see. If you guys could get on any dance TV show, what would that be?
It's a hard one.
Yeah.
Well, it would have to be.
Well.
It would have to be maybe America's Got Talent.
Okay, that's a good answer. How do you guys feel about dance competitions?
Well, for us, since Boogie Zone, all the offshoots, all the different appendages of Boogie Zone are all exhibition. We've been, as Baneful Brew, we've been sort of raised that way as more of an exhibition dance team. So I don't really know about competitions because I know Elm doesn't like his things, but I mean, we're open to it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And since we've all been on competing teams at one or another, we're all extremely competitive and we love competition. But Baneful Brew feels more of a
family.
Yeah, it's more of a family thing than a competition thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good answer. If you guys had an opportunity to dance with a star, who would that person be?
That's hard.
That's a hard one.
Ooh. Well, for me, in my opinion, I think we would be good with. I want to, as a group, to be on tour with Justin Timberlake because he got that new album, and I really like it. And then we all like it. We all heard it. So I think it would be good for us to go with Justin Timberlake.
Okay, that's good. Now we're gonna move in a little different direction now, guys. We're gonna look 5 to 10 years into the future. What do you see yourselves doing? Do you see yourselves still being a dancer? Do you see yourselves focusing on maybe something else that you want to do?
Well, I think Baneful Brew is a very special group, and we're not really just a group, we're also a family, and I think we're going to stick with each other for a very long time because we have the potential to, and we have the character traits to, and we have the ability to, and I think in the next 5 to 10 years, Baneful Brew will still be together, and we'll be doing even bigger venues than we have been doing. We may be even performing with like artists, and the sky is the limit when it comes to Baneful Brew specifically. And we may even have our own TV show. I don't know.
That's great. Have you guys thought about what you would like to be when you grow up?
Yeah.
And yes, individual.
Oh, do you want it like individual?
Yes, individually.
Oh yeah. Well, for me, I really love like science and computers. So and also building and like creating things and seeing how the world works. So engineering's a really cool. I think would be a really cool route. Also like computer sciences or like major in biology with I honestly don't know what, but. All those things seem really, really cool to me because you get to learn how the world works, and then you also get to build and create different things. So I think it's sort of like, dance, where you can just create something out of nothing and it means something and people remember it. I think that's what's the best thing about it.
Okay. The next
Well,
person.
for me, it would have to be acting because I feel like there's two different worlds for acting and dancing, and like I love just to try different things. So like I would love to like add those worlds together and like add like my dancing into acting or my acting into dancing. So it really does help me if it's like contemporary, emotional, mad. So
Okay.
For me, I would like to still progress in dancing. I would like to become an international choreographer, like go to Russia or Japan. And then I also want to be a creative director on shows like X Factor or American Idol. So that's what I want to be when I grow up.
Great.
And then I'm also like taking Kennedy's approach to like being a creationalist, but also I'm thinking about like maybe going into medical and being a cardiologist or a neurologist because I'm so fascinated with like saving people, and I love biology and I love physiology and how the human body works. I think that's so fascinating. So maybe an occupation in that where I get to save lives. And also, like engineering or anything that really pays very well.
That's great, guys. And one final question before we go. Have you guys seen bullying in your school, and what are your thoughts about bullying?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so like a couple years ago, like my cousin got bullied, and like when I first heard about it, I got really mad. And then the second time I've actually seen it, I him. So then I rush up there and stop it. So I really do not support bullying, and it just makes me mad when people do it, and like especially if it's family to me. Like these guys right here, if it's family, like we have each other's backs. We're just brothers basically. So if you mess with one of us, you have to mess with all of us.
Kitty.
And what about you other guys as far as your experience goes and what you've seen as far as bullying goes?
Well, I'm not bullied too much, but there are special occasions where I am, and I definitely was when I was younger. I despise it, but like on some occasions, like cyberbullying does exist, and also real bullying at schools. And for me personally, I really cling to my family support system, especially these guys, and then my parents, and then all of my friends. So like together, we really like establish an emotional support for each other. And although there are bullies and cyberbullies, I always cling to the people I love most, to like really take my mind off of what these bullies are doing.
That's great. What are some of the upcoming shows that you guys have in the future?
We have an NRG tour that we're trying to make in
San Diego, and then our other one is Pulse Vegas. It's a dance convention, and they have performances and classes the whole weekend. So we're gonna be performing there, and then we're just gonna go. And we're also performing with Cody Longo soon. Hopefully, we worked with him before at Universal City Walk, and he was really nice. So hopefully, we're gonna perform with him again.
Okay, well, guys, that sounds great. I want to wish you much success in all that you do, and you are welcome to come on anytime and interview and share with our audience the things that you guys are doing by way of dance or education or whatever kind of information you feel that you want to get out to the masses. It was a pleasure meeting you, and now I look forward to talking to Mom and Dad.
All right, thank you, Dan Smoke. All right,
Thank you.
Thank you
so
for
much.
having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right.